Oh my goodness gracious. It looks like I'm live. Hello, Blind Stitches. Hello, Mark. Mark, I recorded you today. I'll email you about the rest. But let's see what else is going on. Yes, here we are at the beginning. This is my Wednesday free-for-all, where we don't really have a theme. We just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Hello, Daniel. Such a lovely surprise to see you. The Pawply guys. Oh gosh, I don't know that I knew you by that name, but Daniel of Pawply Yarn Company, you really, really need to go and see his amazingly beautiful yarns. Hello, Cami. I'm glad to see you too. Let's see, who else is here? We have 6 people. I don't know. What's going on? We're still just we're still gathering, and I'm going to turn my phone upside down so that I don't see what comes in. We're still gathering. So what's going on? How is everybody? What's on your hook? What's in your cup? What's for dinner? Where are you? And what would you like to share with the world today? That's what we're gonna go on. I have a few news items that I'm going to share as soon as we have a few more people here. It looks like we're down to 3 now. We were 6 a second ago. Hi, Pat Dancer. Hi, Susan Burke. Oh, Granny D is sending her people over. We love a Granny D raid. Yay! So, glad to see all these people here. Hi, Freaky Geek. As I was saying, we're still gathering, and the standard question is, what's on your hook? What's in your cup? What's for dinner? Where are you? And what do you want to tell the world today? So, oh my goodness, we have 11 people here. Oh, how exciting is that? That's perfectly lovely. And, oh, hi, Kim. Glad to see you. Hi, Barbara. How is that little corner of Kentucky? Let's see, what did she say? She says she's the nut leading the squirrels. Yeah. And let's see. Hi, Ola Joe. Did I tell you that I've been running your videos all day long? Hi, Blind Stitches. Glad to see you. 69 degrees there in Atlanta. It was a little warmer today in Wilmington. It was not bad at all. I wore this denim shirt over a t-shirt when I went out earlier today and felt like I could have been just fine with just a polo shirt. Hello, Messy Bun Yarns. Hello, Sandra. Pizza on Diet Pepsi. Oh, heck. That sounds like a good dinner to me. Oh, hi, Vijay's Crochet. Hi, Mimi Catdo. Hi, Lisa the Grammy. Oh, hi, Sarah's Little Corner of the Crochet World. I'm so glad to see all of you lovely people here. So, as we're all still gathering, we're saying, you know, what's on your hook? What's in your cup? What's for dinner? And what do you want to tell the world? Oh, Barbara says it's 79 there in Kentucky. Wow, that's not so bad. Let me just take a look. It's just after 6 o'clock right now. So here in Wilmington, it is 75 degrees. Oh, Daniel just had baked potatoes. I love baked potatoes. We actually have some potatoes in the pantry that really I need to use soon or else throw them away. Maybe I'll make some mashed potatoes out of them or something. Hi, Ola Joe. Oh, thank you, Ola Joe, for running me as well. Hi, Gina. Sarah is on lunch break. She'll be in and out. but will leave me running. That's very kind of you. Mimi Cat has tacos for dinner. I love tacos. I don't know what's for dinner yet. We might order out, or we might. Heck, I'd be happy with, a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. I love those. I could eat them every day. Blind Stitches says you can wear shorts outside today. I never wear shorts outside because I know what my legs look like. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to start off with a few news items. Oh, hi, Elizabeth Pierre. Let's see. Pat Dancer is drinking flavored water. Okay, if you must. I've been wanting to try one of those soda machines where you get the flavor cartridge and you pour in water and it carbonates it and makes like a fizzy soda for you. Does anybody know about those? Blind Stitches wants to tell the world, don't sweat the small stuff. Leave every day as a new experience and challenges. I think that's a wonderful suggestion, Blind Stitches. Silver Fox says it's 11 p.m. in the UK. Tuna jackets for dinner. What exactly are tuna jackets? I'm sure we have something equivalent here with a different name. Let's see. Anyway, as I was going to say, I have a few brief announcements. One is I now have a Linktree site where I have all of my different links aggregated. Jacket potatoes. Are you saying, Silver Fox, jacket potatoes, you mean you say it's like a stuffed baked potato with tuna salad? I hope, sort of like a tuna melt except on a baked potato instead of on bread. That really sounds delicious, if you ask me. Oh, hi, Granny. Glad to see you. Anyway, so as I was saying, I was just going through a few quick announcements. I now have all of my links aggregated in a Linktree link. Let me see if it's still on my clipboard and I can post it here. Let me see if I can post it here. And it looks like I can't. Nope, I can't. Okay. Anyway. Yes, Silver Fox, that sounds like what I was talking about, and it sounds delicious. I would like to try that, in fact. But I think I will, after we're done here, I think I will grab out those, excuse me, those potatoes that are in the pantry, because it's either use them or throw them away right now. So I have a Linktree link where I have all of my other links aggregated, which includes this YouTube channel, Ravelry, Etsy. I have 3 different blogs, all of that sort of thing. I have patterns on Etsy. No, I'm sorry. I have patterns on Ravelry. I have merch on Etsy. I have a lot of merch on Etsy. Some of it is yarny, some of it is seasonal, especially since we have graduation season coming up and we also have Father's Day coming up. So if you would take a look, I would be ever so grateful. What else do we have to talk about? I have started a series of doing interviews with men in the yarn community. Pawply Yarns, or recently, he's here today, I think, as the Pawply something. Anyway, he was the first one that I posted on Monday of this week. It was a perfectly delightful interview. He does amazing work with hand-dyed yarns. Just today, I had a really fantastic interview with a man in Portugal who knits and does amazing work. And I have some other really good things scheduled. I have, oh, hi, Daniel, yay. You really do amazing work, Daniel, and I'm glad we got to talk. I have other interviews with men who are in the yarn world coming up. I have reached out to some. People have made suggestions that I think are very good, some of whom I've already reached out to, and some of whom I had not yet thought of. So I'll be reaching out to more. And some of them are in our own community as well. I had one. Oh, I felt so silly. I think it was on Sunday afternoon. I recorded an interview with someone in our community, and it went really well. It was lovely. He's really, really a great guy. And then I discovered I wasn't recording at all. So I don't regret having that conversation with him, but we have to record another interview. And he's up for it, and that's fine. He understands completely. What else is going on? Also, I have often said my patterns are on Ravelry. All of my hat patterns are free. They're on Ravelry. Most of them are also on my blog. I have a new hat pattern that's coming out this week. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. But I'm reaching out to other people who do free patterns in the hope of creating a collective ebook of patterns that would normally be free that we could sell for charity. Something about me says that we should be feeding the hungry. I don't know, call me crazy. That sort of thing. So what else do we have here? Mark, I told you I recorded you today. I'll let you know when it's scheduled. Oh, Freaky agrees it's a shame that I didn't wind up recording that interview. It was a lovely conversation. I don't regret it a bit. And he's very open to doing another interview. He's a perfectly lovely guy. So I think that you will all like it. Hi, Yarn It Out. Oh my goodness, look how many people we have here. I'm so glad to see you all. What else do we have going on? So this is, tell me what we should talk about today. What else? I had a few other things I was going to talk about. I mentioned my link tree. I mentioned the merch. I now have merch on my Etsy shop, which is some of it is yarny, some of it is specific to bearded yarn dudes, and some of it is more generally yarny, and a lot of it is really more general, some seasonal. Lately, I've been putting up a lot of stuff that is appropriate for graduation gifts and Father's Day gifts. So I hope that you will take a look there and throw some love my way that way. Patreon has been helping us with all the links that need to go in, including my Etsy shop. By the time we meet again, I will have programmed Patreon to include, or rather Nightbot. I should say Nightbot. I do have a Patreon, and I would appreciate your love there. But I meant to say Nightbot has been helping us with posting links. And by the time we meet again, I will have added my link tree link to Nightbot. Hi, Kim. Did I greet you when you came in? I'm not sure I did. I have a mind like a sieve. Hi, Deborah. Oh, Pat Dancer, I love potato soup. Maybe I'll do that. Although by the time I get out of here, it'll be late. And then there's something I want to catch at 8:15. I'll do it anyway. I'll find a way. Let's see, what else is going on here? Please, people, tell me what's going on. Start conversations. You know, what's on your hook? What is in your cup? What's for dinner? Where are you? What do you want to tell the world? All of that stuff. I should include what's on my hook. I have actually three things going on my hook. I posted Instagram photos of just recently of my Alicia shawl, and I'm doing another sample in. That's not the right hook. Here's the hook. I'm doing another sample of that one in this yarn. It's your basic boomerang shawl where you, on this side, you increase every row, and on this side, you decrease every other row. And then I've put these rows of lattice stitch in between. It's really easy, but you know, I hope that people will buy the pattern. I have sent it out, the pattern out to some testers, and I hope to hear back from them soon. What else is on my hook? I am doing this. You've seen my Hugs and Stitches scarf before, and I'm doing this one as a gift. It's a little oversized, but I think that's exactly what he wants. This is an opera singer friend of mine who does a lot of work in Europe in the winter. I also have a moss stitch cardigan that I'm working on designing. I don't think I'll have it done by the end of the month for Granny D's moss stitch challenge, but I will keep working at it because I think it's an interesting challenge and I like the texture of the moss stitch. I had not used it much before, and I've got a few other things um, for her moss stitch challenge. Exactly. Actually, Mark, I just today posted something on my opera blog, which is taminaphile.com. Even if you're not into opera, you might want to take a look at it and please reaffirm that I don't suck at writing. Okay. Paula, did I miss a Paula? Who came in? So anyway, this is my right now. I'm focusing on this Alicia shawl, which I named after my friend Alicia. The one that I showed on Instagram was made with a Lion Brand mandala cake. This is made with some Lion Brand baby yarn that is in white with pink flecks. I have another friend who is sort of obsessive about pink. So when I finish this, I will send it to her after taking lots of photos, and then I will ask her to send me photos as well. Did you all see my Instagram over the weekend? Hi, Dinas. Um, Another very famous opera singer friend of mine posted on her Instagram a photo wearing a garment that I had made and sent to her. It was Dana's prosperity tee. I had done it in double-stranded lightweight cotton yarn. She said that she loves it. She looked perfectly beautiful in the photo that she posted. So if you look at my Instagram, which is, not surprisingly, Bearded Yarn Dudes, you will see the photo somewhere back there. I believe it was Sunday. And she does look absolutely stunning, and I was quite flattered that she posted the picture. I gave full credit to Dana as creator of the pattern also. Um, Also, this singer friend of mine, she's an amazing singer. She has a new CD out. That's what I'm here to do, help people. I haven't ordered it myself. I'm probably going to download it. I don't know, maybe I will order it as an actual CD. I don't know what I'll do. But I want to have it. I want to have everything she has ever recorded because she is a very, very fine singer. Even before I met her a couple of years ago because that was back, I think I was still, no, I was no longer in the corporate world. I was trying to make it as a real estate agent and not doing very well, but at the same time, I had seen her in a few things, and I don't know what it was that got me to approach her and ask for an interview, and she very kindly granted it. And we had a lovely conversation. She's a very, very lovely lady. Um, and if you look at my opera blog, the link to which is in Linktree, the Linktree link will be in the description herein after we finish. You will find that that link. Anyway, I've said enough about that. She's just, I could listen to her all day long. So what else is going on? What am I missing? Hi, Lisa's Crochet. Oh, Lisa, what's terrible? What have I said is terrible? I don't know what's terrible. There are lots of things that are terrible. Pat is suggesting microwave for, oh, probably for the potatoes I was talking about. How old Joe likes my Lawrence shawl. Yes, Ola Joe likes that I have merch at my Etsy shop. The merch stuff, some of it is specific to this channel. Some of it is yarny in general. Some of it is seasonal, particularly with graduation season and Father's Day coming up. And then I will keep adding as time goes on. And it's actually been fun just creating those things. There's like a third-party print-on-demand vendor where I can get those things done, and the listing is automatically placed on Etsy for me. And then when the order goes through Etsy, it goes back to that third-party on-demand print vendor, and they do the fulfillment. Nothing ever gets printed before it's ordered. And then, when assuming everything works right, I get paid for the order. You could find worse business models. Hey, Donine, I'm glad to see you. You're making granny square blankets instead of pocket shawls? Oh, what is this world coming to? Let's see, have I missed anyone? I'm scrolling up now. Everybody's greeting everybody, which is lovely. Oh, by the way, Nightbot did make mention of my Hat Not Hate contest. I want everybody to go and look at my Hat Not Hate contest and read the whole thing because I'm very, very passionate about Hat Not Hate. And what I do is not count, apparently. Let me go back and do this again. This contest is for subscribers to guess how many Hat Not Hate hats I will have completed by the end of the contest, which will be about a week before the submission deadline to Hat Not Hate. so that I can get everything together and mailed off and tally up all the figures for the contest and everything. And let me tell you, in addition to some yarny goodness, we have patterns. I have some very lovely and very well-known pattern creators who are contributing patterns for me. And we have some yarny goodness, which is to be expected. In fact, you might have seen. Oh, Lisa says she just finished her Granny D moss stitch item. That sounds good. I'd love to see a picture of it. You might have seen recently that I had placed an order with Hirschner's. They had sent me a very nice discount coupon because it had been a long time since I'd ordered. So I made an order, which I was pleased with, and everything was just fine. And then out of the blue, I got a duplicate delivery of the same order. So I called them up and I said, I got two orders for one. What do we do? And they said, just donate it. Because when that sort of thing happens, it's usually more trouble than it's worth for those companies to ship it back. So the blue stuff that was in the duplicate order went straight into my Hat Not Hate box, and the rest of it goes into my giveaway box for this Hat Not Hate contest. I believe that once this Hat Not Hate contest is over, I probably won't do another one until my birthday in December, at which point I expect to already have been monetized, because I'm working very hard at that. And toward that end, I would remind you that I have playlists, and it would not hurt me at all if you would go and watch a complete playlist. I have playlists of my Sunday poetry readings. I have playlists of all of my live streams. I have playlists of my tutorials. There are not a lot of tutorials yet, but there will be. And I just have lots of stuff up there. And I'm working on my watch hours in order to get monetized. Dinas is having leftovers for dinner, chicken steak. Oh, heck, I could do with that. That sounds pretty good to me. Okay, tell you what I'm going to do. I haven't done this. I should have done this earlier. Going to invite people up who want to join me. Freaky Geek had hot dogs for dinner. I like hot dogs. So I just posted the link if anybody wants to come up and join me on the panel. Usually these Wednesday lives are the only ones I do in StreamYard, and that I can do, can have other people up. My Topic Tuesdays, actually I have not talked about my weekly schedule yet, have I? My Topic Tuesdays are usually confined to an hour or less because we always go directly over to see Brenda the Newbie Crochet. Oh, I've done this wrong, haven't I? We always go directly over to see Brenda the Newbie Crocheter, and we cannot, so we don't have much time to tarry. Although I might start doing those in StreamYard as well. My Thwip Thursdays are at 4:30, and then at 5:30 we go directly over to see Dana, who has a 5:30 live stream there. So we don't have an awful lot of time to tarry. Oh, did I miss something? What's going on with Silver Fox? I'm sorry, I'm missing comments. Oh my God, Silver Fox, I'm so sorry. Silver Fox lost her beloved border collie, and we all know how we love our fur children. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. I don't. I want a fur child. I'm sort of afraid of the responsibility. But you know what? If it happens, it happens. That child will probably eat a lot of yarn scraps that are on the floor. I just hope it doesn't eat like stitch markers and tapestry needles and things. But yeah, my sister said the other day that she was thinking about surprising me by coming home with a puppy at some point. Which would be perfectly delightful, you know, me and puppies. But it's still sort of scary. But by golly, that puppy would be mine, 100%. Whoop. I don't know what that is. Oh, car. Oh, you guys, you have to see Paw Ply's fur child, a little Cavalier Charles Spaniel named Oslo. Such a little cutie. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, Donine, that sounds delicious. What time should I be over? Let's see. I don't know what's going on for dinner around here. Because well, I don't know. I have leftovers. I have those potatoes that I need to cook or toss. Or I could order, or I could just get in the car and go somewhere. I've been wanting some, like, something nice like crab legs and that sort of thing. And there's a nice seafood restaurant down the road that I haven't been to in over a year. Lisa's Crochet says, that was a long time ago. You said your video did not work with your interview. Lisa, I'm not sure what you're referring to. There was one that I did over the weekend where basically I just forgot to click record, which I thought was silly. And I felt really stupid for doing it, but he was very understanding and we're going to repeat it. Okay, we're talking about a commercial. I don't know. I mean, as far as technical stuff, it's all a learning thing, you know. I'm smart in some ways, but not in others, I guess. I don't know. Okay, what is the commercial that we're talking about now? Okay. Oh, Gina, I love those. We used to call them fridge feasts. Just whatever is left over in the fridge. Okay, I'm putting up the StreamYard link again if anybody wants to come up. Because we could have a lot of fun. I always enjoy it when people come up. Oh, darn, Deneen. Ugh. Well, when it's opened up again, actually, I have had some really lovely times visiting Canada. I haven't been to Saskatchewan, but I'm open to that possibility. Hi, Handmade Designs. I'm glad to see you. So I put up the link if anybody wants to join me up here. Daniel, what do you say? You want to have some fun? Let's see. Let's see. I have this nice. I'm sort of in love with this yarn. It came from Lion Brand. This yarn that I'm doing the boomerang shawl with, or what I call the Alicia shawl, because I got this yarn with an order at Christmas time because I got a gift card from Lion Brand at Christmas time. Mark is telling me I would love Alberta and British Columbia. I have always wanted to visit British Columbia, and I know that in Alberta is Banff, where they have a music festival. But I'm sure, well, of course I know there are other wonders there. I think that Canada as a whole is wonderful, and I regret that I pretty much have only seen Toronto and Montreal. I would love to see the Maritime provinces. I would love to see British Columbia. And there are so many other things I would love to see. But then at the same time, there are parts of the United States that I haven't seen yet. Hi, Karen McMillan. There are parts of the United States that I haven't seen yet, or that I haven't seen enough. I've only been to New Orleans once. Thank God it was not Mardi Gras. I would have plotzed if it were. And nobody wants to see me plotz, let me tell you that. Hi, Elizabeth Pierre. There are lots of places I would like to visit. I want to go back to Europe. I haven't been since, I think it was 2010, when the ex and I made a trip to Germany. We spent about a week or 10 days in Munich, and we made some perfectly wonderful day trips. We went to Augsburg. His mother had come from the region of Augsburg, and we toured the town. We saw the cathedral, and when I posted, well, both of us posted pictures of the cathedral on Facebook, we learned that his grandfather had been part of the effort to rebuild the cathedral after World War II. We also took a day trip to Salzburg in Austria, and I had spent a summer in Austria, or in Salzburg, when I was in school, which was well over 20 years before that. And I was absolutely unprepared for the emotional reaction that I had in visiting the town again, because it is so amazing and it has so much history. In the terms, it has so much history musically and so much history for me. It was just amazing. Just amazing. Am I missing anything in the, yes, Daniel says Germany is lovely. It is. We also went to see Neuschwanstein, which is the castle built by Mad King Ludwig, that the Snow White castle in Disneyland, Disney World, is modeled on. There are lots of stories. We also went to Omer Ammergau, where they do the Passion Play once every 10 years. We had a perfectly wonderful time. It was great. I just loved it. I would go back at any time. I would also like to go back to London. I haven't been there in many years. I want to go to Scotland because I haven't been there in many years either. I want to visit places where I have not been, like Spain and Portugal and the south of France. I've never been anywhere in France. I've never been to Italy. I want to visit the Caribbean. I've never been to Puerto Rico. I lived 5 years in South Florida and never got to the Keys. I want to visit Brazil and Argentina and Peru and Chile and see all the wonders that are there. I want to see Central America. There is so much to see that I haven't seen yet. And I just don't know whether I will ever be able to see all of what I want to see. Oh, Dinas says her internet is acting up or she would be on the panel with me. Daniel, you could still come up. You're perfectly welcome. What else can we talk about? So I'm just toiling away at my little shawl here. I made I'm going to do. Oh, I didn't tell you about my Happy Mail, did I? Oh, hey, Michelle, glad to see you. Oh, you can't hear me? I'm so sorry. I speak softly and carry a big crochet hook. Hey, Nancy, glad to see you too. Anybody want to come up? Let me just post the StreamYard link again. So, is anybody else having trouble hearing me? Because I don't speak up as much as I should. I know that. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Berg. Lots of friends here today. That's always lovely to see. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't speak as well as I should. I just don't have my breath behind it. And since I studied singing and voice science, I know a little bit about that. So I just sit here and in my relaxed pose, I say whatever I feel like it. Oh, hello, Crystal. I'm so glad to see you. Um, we were just sharing about, well, a lot of different things, actually. I just completed an interview with someone for my new series where I am featuring men who do yarn. What do you think of that, Crystal? Um, I'm going to email you to recommend a hand-dyed yarn person whom I think you would enjoy getting to know. Let's see. Actually, this afternoon's interview with this fellow, his Instagram is called Knitted by Macho Men. He also has a website which I think is knittedbymachomen.com. He's a perfectly wonderful guy, and he does really great work. And then last week I had Daniel, who was present in the room. He has paw ply yarns and does really amazing hand-dyed yarns. And I have plans for other people. I've reached out to some mutual friends who are men in the yarn world, hoping that they would respond. And I keep meeting more men. It's funny, um, as I start friending more and more men on Instagram, um, they keep suggesting more and more men. I mean, yarny men. They've always been suggesting men to me. Some of them were not bad suggestions, but I mean, yarny men specifically. Um, Oh, Michelle, a UFC fighter who crochets. Please, if you can remember, email me that link. I would love to find out about that guy. Um, the guy I was talking to today is he's a normal guy. He lives in Portugal. Um, just a normal guy for sport and fitness. He does like kickboxing and stuff. He has 4 kids, um, and he knits. And we had a lovely, lovely talk about the history of men doing yarn. Oh, hi. Oh, Lisa, I didn't notice you. I'm sorry.
Or doing anything live. Hello.
There. How long were you waiting? I'm sorry.
I just popped on now.
Okay, good, good, good. So I was just running my mouth, as usual. I sort of have a talent for that, apparently.
It's all good. I was trying to figure out how to do this thing, and I guess I got it, so.
Well, you did, because you're up here.
Yeah.
Where are you? I hear a little bit of wind noise. Are you outside? And looks like you're in your backyard.
I'm in the backyard on my swinging chair, just relaxing and listening to the birds behind me.
Lovely, lovely. Now you're in the Mountain time zone, right?
Pacific time.
Pacific.
I'm in Southern
Idaho?
Oregon.
Southern Oregon. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I have a mind like a sieve with that kind of detail.
That's all right. Me too.
So, how was your day, Lisa? Tell us all about it.
My day. Oh, am I still? What did I do?
You look fine here.
Oops. Oh,
look,
okay. I just can't see myself.
Too.
Whoops.
Well, we're going to have a third person join us in a second. Oh, where'd you go, Lisa?
Oh, she jumped out the window. Hi.
Hi, I have that effect on people.
Jumping out you're fine.
And such. Yeah.
I hear you better this way than actually on YouTube. So maybe it's just me. Well, Bag of Day said it's the crochet boss that's the UFC fighter. I just couldn't remember. I drew a blank.
I don't believe I know him. I'm going to have to make a note of that. I have not heard that name, but I will look for him. I've actually reached out to quite a few guys, including, I think I reached out to Zach Stout. I know I reached out to Gary of Urban Yarn. Haven't heard back from either one of them yet, but I have a few people lined up. And I really want people to look at the interview that I posted on Monday with Daniel of Pawpaw Yarns, because he does really...
I'm going to get my earphones. Be right back.
Okay, he does really, really beautiful work. And he's a lovely fellow, too. Well, Freaky Geek says, fingers crossed they all make time for me. The thing is, there are lots of men out there who are doing this. There's no shortage of people to talk to. And some of them I would love to talk to more than once. Because even though we were with this Alfredo of Knitted by Macho Man, I was talking with earlier today, we talked for almost an hour, and we both felt like it was too short. There was so much more to talk about. So there will be more with him, and I'm sure there will be more with many of my other people. It's I'm really excited about this project. So that's that, and they're going to be posted every Monday. I'm still trying to do at least one video every day. This week I need to, well, actually today or tomorrow, I need to record a tutorial. Oh, Lisa's coming back.
Yay.
I need to record a tutorial to put up Friday. Otherwise, I have nothing for Friday. Hey, Lisa.
I pressed the wrong button. Sorry.
Story of my life.
I'm trying to do this on the phone, so.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
difficult.
And I'm not tech savvy at all.
Yeah, the last time I tried to do a live stream on my phone, the stand that it was on fell over, and I swore a blue streak that everybody heard. And,
No.
while they were looking at the ceiling or something, I don't know. But it was, we all laughed about it. I don't imagine that video getting monetized. If I ever get monetized.
Oh, you will. You will.
I'm learning more and more about editing as time goes on. And I'm also learning to, originally I was using, doing it all on my phone, using iMovie on my phone. But now I am using iMovie on my computer, and there's so much more that I can do, but that means there's also so much more to learn. But
true. That's what I use too, is the phone, movie phone.
Mm-hmm. But it's fun, and I like learning stuff. And, you know, I don't need sophisticated editing effects. So, let's see. Am I missing anything in the chat? I don't want to miss people, because I was given grief about that recently. Oops.
Oh, you're fine. I'm missing just as much as you are.
I don't even know how to look at the chat.
Well, up on the right hand, upper right, if you're you're on your phone.
She's on her
so
phone. She might not see it.
Yeah. Just don't worry about it then.
Okay. Sorry, everybody, if I can't say anything or see you.
Oh, you're no longer outside?
Nope. I'm cleaning up a little bit.
You can come to my house.
I was going to suggest that you come to mine.
Okay, she can go to yours first and then come to mine.
I'm like, I'm cleaning up a little bit. My husband is going to be home, and I need to take out the frozen chicken.
Oh, no.
Crap.
What are you going to do with the frozen chicken?
We're going to make chicken strips and probably JoJo's, and usually something veggie or fruit with it. That's probably very quickly.
There's something I love to do with frozen chicken that I don't even have to defrost it. I just take it out of the freezer, plop it in the slow cooker, and then I make a concoction of chicken stock from the store, and stuffing mix from the store, cream of chicken soup from the store, sour cream, any seasonings I want to add, and then pour that over it and cook the whole thing for a couple of hours until the chicken is cooked through. Now,
that sounds delicious.
Sometimes the chicken, I usually put in 2 chicken breasts. Sometimes, if they're frozen together, I should go in like halfway through and separate them to make sure that they get cooked well. But other than that, I just leave it. If it's a little too liquidy, then I'll just add some more stuffing mix. If it's not liquidy enough, I'll add some more chicken stock. And it comes out really, really nicely.
I used to do something similar too. With chicken and rice.
Well, I've done something similar with chicken and rice and broccoli and
cheese.
And cheese, yeah. And
you got to have cheese.
You got to have cheese, yeah. There is a YouTube channel I follow called As Good As It Gets, Goode. That's the guy's name. And it's all about cooking with slow cookers. They also do Instapots and things, Instapot recipes and things. But for the Instapot, There's another channel I love to watch that's called Pressure Luck, as in pressure cooker luck.
I like it.
And this guy, he actually has published cookbooks with that brand name and stuff. He's been around for a while, and he's got some good stuff there. I just don't have an Instapot, or else I would be doing the things that he recommends. So I love to talk cooking. I could go on for ages. Am I missing anything in the chat?
Missy Bunyarn says she's making a sun hat.
Nancy has a 1,000 sub giveaway that ends on the 1st. That's good. That's good. I mentioned before I'm working on my viewing hours. I have playlists that you can choose from, including one that's all my live streams and one that is all my Sunday poetry readings. There are several different playlists, and if you want to just go through them and help me out a little bit, that would be good.
Okay. I try to play as many people as I can throughout the week while I'm at work, since, I work 50 hours a week, so.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it takes away from my crochet time. It makes me very unhappy. But
I know.
But listening to you guys helps me out, makes me happy. I try to catch everybody I can.
I remember a few years ago I had been laid off, and then I got another job, and I was going, this employment thing, it's really cutting into my nap time.
Right.
So, but that's okay. I slept while driving to work and back on the Long Island Expressway. That was a joke. You can laugh if you want.
Do you guys want to see some furries?
Of course. Who wouldn't want to see furries?
Oh look. Oh,
I don't know if you can see. Am I aiming it right?
I can see two furry faces, including that one that's very eager for your attention.
Yes, he's my needy baby. This is Dexter. And this is Happy licking himself to death. He's got some kind of allergies.
Death, I'd be happy too.
You're going to make me bring out the ugly laugh. You don't want to hear that. And then if I go outside, Moonlight always comes. That's our black kitty. We adopt all our dogs and pets. We actually have 2 guinea pigs too. 2 fish and 2 snails. Because my daughter wants to be a vet.
Oh, lovely.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Goodness. Oh, have you ever watched the channel Vet Ranch?
What is it called?
Vet Ranch.
No, I haven't.
Oh, look into it. It's these vets. They take in basically most of the animals they take in are animals that are on death row in the shelters.
Aww.
And usually it's for health reasons, and so they just give them a little love and a little time and the medical care they need, and then there's no problem in getting them out to fosters and adoptive homes.
Aww.
It's what they need, and they've started. Well, I'm sure they're not the first ones to do this, but the first ones to do it as publicly as they have. And I would like to think that veterinarians all over the country are starting that kind of effort. And, I'm very, very big into pet rescue. Every time I do a shout-out Saturday, at least one of my non-Yarny shout-outs is going to be about pet rescue.
Cindy from Pups and Crochet, she does She loves. She's a new channel. She has 35 subscribers now, so check her out. She has 2 little doggies, and she's all about adopting pets. So if you like pet stuff, and she has amazing stories, you could check her out.
I have not heard of her, but I'm glad you mentioned it. I will definitely have to look. I made a note of it.
Perfect.
Excellent. Oh, is Paul Ply leaving us, Daniel? Oh, okay. Well, it's late over there. He's in Scotland. He is such a lovely fellow. I hope you guys will look at my interview with him that I posted on Monday.
I did. It was amazing. He has the most beautiful yarn that he dyes.
So beautiful, but the problem is he prices it realistically. The way it should be priced. And,
right.
You know, when you consider postage from the UK to the US on top of that, you know, I'm a discount yarn girl, so it's hard for me. And if I ever get posh yarns, I'm afraid to use them.
Looks like me. I went to my local yarn shop over the weekend because my brother bought me a skein or a hank of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
But he thought I knit, so it was only 1 hank. I'm like, well, I can't use just 1 hank. It's not going to do anything for me. So I was a bad girl. And I found some. This is what he got me for Christmas.
That's
Ooh.
Nice. And they
That's
had
pretty.
And they had 3 left in the store, so of course, you know, I had to go and buy.
Yeah. So how many yards do you have total with the 4 hanks?
Well, they're 246 yards, so if my math is correct, 970, if my math is correct.
You can do a bit of damage with 970.
So I can do a shawl.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I couldn't leave this there either.
Oh, look at those colors.
Ooh.
So I got 2 of these.
That's nice.
And these are 660 yards of ball, so I can really do something fun with that. And the lady was super cool. And there's a video on my channel about it. It's not very long. It's really short. I couldn't tape the whole store because they were having some kind of meeting, and I didn't want to interfere. But it's only 4 blocks from my house. I can walk there in 20 minutes and spend so much time. They had such pretty yarn. I drooled all over the place. And the lady was super cool. She said once COVID's over, they're going to be doing like slumber party things where you can go on a Friday night and just sit around and crochet with everybody or knit or whatever, and classes and just all kinds of stuff. It was amazing.
That sounds lovely.
It's going to get me in trouble.
We have one physical store here in Wilmington. I haven't been there in many years. There's another one that was here before, but they wound up closing down. Actually, it was before COVID that they closed down for economic reasons because actually she was in a tourist, a rather high rent kind of tourist.
Gotcha.
Kind of shopping area, and you know, you got to do what you got to do to survive.
And I'm surprised that the yarn store is still there because it's actually in the downtown area, so it is expensive to have the store where they're at. And with COVID and everything else, I mean, I think if it wasn't for online shopping, I don't think they would still be in business right now.
Well, the one I mentioned that closed down still does online business. And then there's the one that is still open as a bricks and mortar shop, or in this case, flatboard and plaster. Yeah, I actually need to go over there and just see what they have and leave my wallet at home.
That's what I should have done. But
that's where I'm lucky, is that I have Michael's and Walmart and Hobby Lobby all in like 2 parking lots next to each other. And then a couple miles away is Joann's. And we actually have 3 Walmarts like 6 miles away from each other.
well,
So I'm
Lisa,
lucky in that regards.
well, Lisa, to make it even worse, I live in Ohio, 25 minutes from the Joann's factory.
Oh, dear Lord.
So I can go shopping there too.
Oh, I bet the discounts are huge.
It's about the same as the regular store, but they have a lot more in the store. But when they have sales, they're really good.
Oh, nice. I'm jealous.
I just need to stay home.
I live about 3 hours drive from one of the Yarnspirations factories in Washington, North Carolina, where they used to have these huge parking lot sales before I came to the state, and I never really made it there. And now, of course, they haven't done it in a while. But when they can again, I just might have to go. But I always say I need more yarn, like a hole in the head.
I don't need any more. I really don't. I got to like start working with what I have. I have those huge totes that are like 5 foot by, 5 foot long by 4 foot tall. I have 6 filled. So I need to stop.
I have a bunch of finished objects that I just need to send off to. If you all know Hook to the Left, Melanie.
Yeah.
To her mother's foundation. I have sent a few packages there already, and now I have more to send. And just to get the stuff out of here, because I have so much stuff.
I really don't have that much yarn, which is kind of weird. You'd think I don't know. This is basically like that little basket. And then there's some in here. And then I have some boxes. Oh, those are some of my things, but. And then I guess I have some in the closet. But, well, it's kind of.
My problem is it goes on sale. I've never bought yarn at full price, ever, anywhere. I refuse. It's always been on sale somewhere. So my problem is I go in there, buy it when it's on sale, and overbuy. Because I'm afraid it's going to run out.
I'm just obsessed with buying boxes and mystery boxes and all that. But for some reason, you know what? Hannah has half the yarn. That's why. I'm like, I really don't have that much. That's right. She goes, mine. And she takes it to her room. I'm like, I know I buy a lot, but where'd it go?
Well, technically, it's not yours. It's in her room.
True. True.
So that gives you an excuse to go buy more yarn?
The wisdom of children.
We were planning on one of these days, we're going to have to go on a road trip with just her and I to like, I don't know, Lion Brand company and buy out the whole place.
Oh my God.
That would be awesome. Right?
You have to go to Carlsbad, New Jersey, where they have their headquarters and their outlet store. I used to work, well, actually, it was before I got back into crocheting that I worked just down the road from there. And it's amazing. It's just amazing.
I bet. What, Mommy?
It's a good thing that I was not yet back into crocheting when I was working in New Jersey, because, I would have spent so much money. But that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. At least you're doing what you love.
Indeed. Oh, Lisa, you particularly would love an interview that I have coming up. Do you know Combat Crochet?
I love him.
No.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is awesome. Oh my gosh. Musically, he's awesome too.
Yes.
Yes, musically he's awesome too.
His big thing. He is a combat veteran.
Yep.
He picked up crochet to help deal with PTSD issues, and found it extremely helpful. And now he teaches other veterans, just in an effort to help them. And he always says he's not a professional. He's not a mental health professional. And for people to seek help when they need it. But it's like the 12-step model. This is what works for me, and so I can only share my experience, strength, and hope.
I love that. So it's combat crochet?
Crochet, yeah. Look for him on Instagram and on Facebook, and he's also got a YouTube channel. He does streams. Anyway, I will have.
He's also on TikTok.
Day. Oh, yes, nice. He is, but I don't do TikTok.
I don't either, but by the time it comes to YouTube, it's already been a while.
They're all blended together now, aren't they? But anyway, I will be posting my interview with him on Memorial Day.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to see the interview.
Yeah, it was actually scheduled for this week, but I had a lovely conversation with him last weekend, and then I realized I was not recording.
Oh, no.
I felt so stupid. But he was very understanding. He's willing to do it again. And
that's awesome.
He's a perfectly lovely guy. And that's all I've met in the male Yarny community is really nice guys.
Yeah.
Funny they would let me in.
Oh. David.
What are we gonna do with you?
That's right.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the wet noodle.
What kind of sauce is on that noodle?
Whatever kind you like.
Fettuccine.
I always think that
Alfredo.
Yeah, pasta is a vehicle for yummy sauce and meat and cheese, but by itself, meh.
Well, I have to go and greet my husband and start making dinner.
Fun.
Well, I'm really, really glad that you came up and joined us. It has been lovely seeing you here.
Thank you. Me too.
Us again.
I was really nervous to do it, but I'm like, you know what? I better get used to it, right?
No reason to be nervous. I hope you feel welcome.
Oh, yeah, of course. I was really nervous to start my own channel to begin with, too. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, nope, I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it.
Do you know what? Many years ago, before I started doing anything, a friend I worked with who himself was already a successful published novelist, but he also works in technology to make a living. And he was telling me, because I wrote well in the things that we did in business transactions, he was telling me I should write. And at that time I was going, well, I don't know what to write about. And then I started writing about opera, and I found my voice. And I've had a lot of fun with that and some success. And then I started writing about crochet. And then I did my channel, and I've been having a whale of a time with this channel. So, it's we each have our own voice, is I guess what I'm saying. And even if we don't know what it is today, it will come to us.
Yep. For sure. Good word. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Okay. Enjoy.
Bye.
Okay, I'm so glad you were here. Bye-bye.
Me too. Thank you.
Now, Michelle, you said you were going to pick up Olivia. Is she there with you?
No, she went. I picked her up from her other grandma's, and her dad came over, picked her up. They're going rock climbing, and then he's going to drop her off later.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, she likes
time.
Yeah. So Timmy takes her and his 2 twin stepdaughters rock climbing 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, does she like it? It sounds like fun.
She loves it. I'm too afraid of heights. I can't do that.
Oh, please. I can't stand up on a chair.
I can't either. I asked him when he came over, I'm like, can you change the light bulb outside for me? I said, I can't stand up and reach it out there. It's too scary. And he just looked at me and laughed. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not standing on anything.
For our central air conditioning system, the filter is like in the ceiling. And I have to get up on the ladder. And in the first place, a year ago, I was like too sick to actually step up on a ladder a couple of steps. So it was an accomplishment that I was able to get up a couple of steps, but I was always afraid I was going to fall. But I guess I'm okay with it now.
I'm not.
I'm not going to get up any higher, I'll tell you that.
Nope. Yeah, I had to change the light in my kitchen, and the fixture is so heavy because this apartment was built in 1959. So, you know, the fixture is all glass, and it's like 2 inches thick, and it's heavy. And I almost dropped it, and I'm like, well, I'm not changing the light bulb here anymore. I'm going to get my kids to do it. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
Yeah. My co-op in Yonkers was built in 1950. So we had a lot of those antiquated things there that we had to deal with. And, you know, after I spent like a lot of money remodeling the bathroom, which is the room that needed it the most, then when we sold it, we learned that they were going to come in and gut the whole thing, everything. Just start from scratch, which is okay because it's their place now. And I was really glad to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
But I thought that I did a good job decorating that bathroom.
And I'm sure you did.
It's not to everyone's taste, and I'm sure some people might have found it masculine with strong colors and everything.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I loved it. I love that apartment actually, but you know, I will never ever own a co-op again.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine owning something like that.
Yeah, a condo is a walk in the park compared to a co-op. And in most of the country, they don't have co-ops, so most of the country doesn't really understand the difference.
I wouldn't know the difference.
With a condo, you get real estate. With a co-op, you get shares in a corporation that entitles you to the apartment.
Oh, gotcha. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's not a good start to begin with. And co-op boards are usually a lot more strict than condo boards. So anyway, enough about that. So let me put the link up and see if anybody else wants to join us. I still, every time I see that blanket behind your head, I love those colors.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one? That's Madonna's favorite, one of Madonna's favorite colors.
Which Madonna?
Ballard.
Oh, okay. I was going Madonna, the singer?
No. Our Madonna. Yeah, it's Mandala Ombre Happy.
Well, I love mandala cakes.
I love them too.
In every iteration.
Me too.
Just over the weekend, we went to Joann's and I spent money.
Nothing wrong with that.
Got a couple of mandala. I don't remember what they were called. They're no longer in this room, so I can't show them to you. But what is the one that has tweed in the name?
Oh, I know which one you mean.
Yeah, I got 2 skeins of that, trying to figure out what to do with that. And, I got a few things. Actually, it's interesting. They were in a bin with a whole bunch of other standard mandala, mandala cakes. And the bin said that all of the mandala cakes were at this heavily discounted price. But these 2 didn't belong in that bin. And but when I went up to the cash register, I said, I found these in the bin. What's the real price on them? And they gave me a discount anyway.
Well, that's nice. Most times they won't.
Well, they're very nice at this Joann's, I will say.
That's good.
I've never had an issue there. Yeah, they're very nice at this one particular Joann's. And Joann's and Hobby Lobby in this town, I will say, are my 2 favorites. Michael's, it's okay, but in order to drive all the way over to the other side of town, I would want more reward, and I'm not getting it there.
That's how ours is. We have 2 Michaels here. One is 25 minutes from me, one is 15, and the one that's 25 minutes has more to offer.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to drive 25 minutes. So
yeah, I'm not sure how many minutes exactly it takes, but it is on the other side of town. Now, Wilmington is a small city, I will grant you. And, I used to drive well over an hour to get to work every morning. So it's all in what you get used to. But in the past year and a half, I spend most of my time sitting in this very room crocheting and staring at my computer. So, and maybe going to the UPS store to see if anybody has sent me any happy mail or a bill, or to the grocery store or the liquor store. And so to go that far, I want more of a reward than what I get from the Michaels that we have.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I do like the Joann store brand yarns better than the Michaels store brand yarns too, because I'm a store brand yarn kind of guy. I've always said I'm a budget yarn kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I've learned to be suspicious when ordering yarns if it's not a yarn that I have touched.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I haven't bought it in the store, I normally 99% of the time will not get it online. The only place I have is through Yarn Nut. She's the only one that I've got non-touchable yarn.
Actually, quite recently, I got an order from Yarn Nut that is full of really beautiful yarns. And she included a lovely additional gift that I didn't ask for, that is quite beautiful. I haven't decided what I'm going to use that yarn for, but it's going to be special. But as far as surprise bags and things, no, actually, it's not always the same. I recently, Lion Brand had their Santa sacks on sale, and I bought one of them, and I was quite pleased with the yarn that came with that. But on the other hand, and actually the yarn that I'm using right now, this pink and white stuff that I showed a minute ago, that came from a Lion Brand. I think it was a mill-end or something. It was a baby yarn mill-end, and I like it. But most of the time, just the blanket label mill-ends, unless I know specifically or can guess very well what it's going to be, because I've gotten some great mill-ins of mandala cakes.
Me too.
But if I don't know what it's going to be, I have learned to just step away from the order key.
I can't see it.
Why? So, okay. Anyway, we've been going for quite a while now. I'm just going to run through some of the announcements I had at the top of the hour.
Cool.
Let's see, and most of these I've been running my mouth about anyway. I now have a Linktree site where all of my various links are aggregated. That link is going to be in the description. That includes links to the YouTube channel, the Instagram, the Facebook, the Ravelry shop where I have patterns, the Etsy shop where I have merch, the Patreon, and the CashApp where you can show me some love. So I think it's a useful tool where if anything changes, I change it once at Linktree, and I don't have to change it for, everywhere else.
Oh, how cool.
As I mentioned, I have merch on Etsy now. Some of it is specific to this channel. If you want to wear, bearded yarn dudes on your bosom, you're welcome to. But I also have some more general yarny things and some other more seasonal things, especially with graduation season coming up and Father's Day coming up. I think you'll find some relevant things there. We were talking about the interview series that I'm doing with men in yarn, so I hope that you will all watch that. Let's see. Also, I have said before, all of my hat patterns are always free and will always be free in order to encourage donations. So I am reaching out to other people who make patterns available for free to see whether we can together create some sort of an ebook that we could sell to benefit a charitable organization.
Good idea. I like it.
Actually, that came from Dana.
Okay.
Which shouldn't surprise anyone, really.
No.
And,
she has lots of good ideas.
She does. And she actually said that, at first she didn't like the idea of my doing free patterns, but she saw that I felt strongly about it and felt led about it. And so now she said that she respects it. And that actually was very rewarding to hear. But anyway, so I'm thinking some kind of a well, if I can get people together to just create a pattern book to sell just for cheap and to benefit like a homeless organization, something about feeding the hungry. Call me crazy, but I think feeding the hungry is important.
All right. Yeah.
Housing the poor, teaching people to read, What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Call me a bleeding heart liberal, if you will. Actually, I am a bleeding heart liberal, and I wear that label proudly. Let's see, what else did I have? I had a few other things I was going to talk about, and I didn't write them down, so of course I can't remember them. But in any case, we have time. We can keep going. Does anybody else want to come up? Am I missing people in the chat? It's hard to keep up with the chat and to keep everything going,
especially in StreamYard.
Yeah, and I do love StreamYard. I've been using StreamYard actually because I had trouble with transferring files from my phone to my computer. Oh, look at your kitty there.
Mr. Needy.
Yeah. So I've been using StreamYard in the past week or two just to record all of my pre-recorded videos, and it's been going just fine. I got a new webcam in the mail today. I mentioned I had some Happy Mail, so I got a new webcam that I had ordered, and I'm gonna that connects directly through USB to the computer, to whatever program you're using on your computer.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
I'm going to see how that works, particularly because I do want to do a tutorial for this Friday. Feeling a little bit of pressure there, because I want to have a video every day. You know how it is. Oh, I had some other Happy Mail too. I got my stimulus check today. Yay! I belong to this country.
That's okay. I got mine, a while back, but I got the official letter saying, here, this is from the IRS. You got this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I got this months ago.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. A couple of weeks ago, I got a very nice tax refund that was when I did the taxes using one of those automated online things. I was going,
yeah, that's what
surely that can't be right, because there were all of these refundable credits, so I wound up getting more back than I expected, let us say. So, not that I'm rolling in dough at the moment, because believe me, all of it is spoken for.
Right.
But it's nice to have a little bit of breathing room.
For sure.
So that's my Happy Mail for the day. I haven't. Well, as far as like what I'm working on and stuff, tomorrow is my Thwip Thursday. I'll talk more about that sort of thing then. And I don't have all that much other news. Let me see if I post that link again, see if anybody else wants to come up for a few minutes. Oh, it's 7:30 now. We've been at it for an hour and a half, which is usually my minimum.
Yeah.
There was one week when I only did an hour because I was totally wiped out, and people were worried about me, which was actually quite nice.
You're allowed to be tired. It happens. It happens.
I didn't feel bad about it. I felt blessed that people were worried about me. Yeah, the next day I just got back in the saddle and did my Thwip Thursday. So tomorrow on my agenda is doing that. I need to do a tutorial for Friday. I need to do a pre-recorded shout-out Saturday, because I don't think that the one that I tried to do live really worked as well as I had hoped. Just today, I recorded another Sunday reading, so I'm a couple of weeks ahead with that. And I think I'm a couple of weeks ahead with the Monday Men as well. So I think I'm doing pretty well, and I'm always adding more merch to my Etsy shop. Particularly nowadays, I'm focused on more stuff that is relevant to Father's Day and graduations. Stuff that you might not find otherwise. It might not be to your taste. That's okay, but it's a lot of quotes on mugs, basically. But that's okay.
Hey, I love coffee mugs. They're cool.
Oh, me too. I've got enough to start a store. Actually, I've got a store, don't I?
Matter of fact, that's the only kind of cups I have in the house. They're all coffee mugs.
Yeah. I don't have an awful lot of other ones. No, I have a Christmas mug that I got. Was that at Joann's? It was after Christmas. And it probably was Joann's, and it was half price because it was after Christmas. Might have been. No, it wasn't Joann's. It was Hobby Lobby, which is closer than Joann's, but it was half price. And I love to use it because it holds as much as a good-sized tumbler, whether it's a hot or a cold drink. And it's on one, and it says specifically Christmas music. And,
Nice.
you know, this might surprise some of you, but I have a musical bent. Anyway. Well, okay. I feel like I've been running my mouth long enough. So we might close this down in a little bit. Because there is another live stream that I like, somebody else's live stream that I'd like to catch that starts at 8:15. And so I want to get some dinner before then.
There you go. What are you having for dinner?
I have no earthly idea.
Whatever jumps in your lap.
Well, if it jumps in my lap, I might be sort of afraid of it. If it's like self-ambulatory. But I was talking about I have those potatoes that I need to use or throw away. So whether it's for tonight or for another time, I'm gonna turn them into mashed potatoes. And then I have a little bit of leftover soup. I have some canned soup. I think there's like a frozen dinner or something. I've got canned tuna if it comes to that. Yeah. What about you? What's for dinner?
Normally my last meal of the day is lunchtime around 3:00. So, and I had well, I don't eat meat, so it's the gardenia Italian sausage with sauce.
Oh, is that like a faux meat sausage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone once gave me a vegan hot dog. I hope I never experience that again.
Well, it depends on what company makes them. Some of them are awful.
No, I have had really good vegan and vegetarian food. When my ex's sister got married, they catered the reception from, this was in upstate New York, but they got a restaurant from the city, a vegetarian restaurant, to come up and cater the whole thing. And we were all joking about stopping by McDonald's on the way back to the hotel. But the food was fantastic. It was really, really good. But then I've also had
some's bad. I've had some that I'm like, no. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was that was actually a lovely weekend. I have never seen my ex's dad smile more than when he danced with his daughter.
Oh, how sweet.
And he's a very nice guy. My ex's dad. His whole family is very nice. He himself is very nice. I miss them all. Hey, Lisa the Grammy. I don't think I said hi to you when you came in. Chicken parmesan, broccoli. Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Except for the peas part. I don't like peas. I think peas are the work of the devil.
That's lima beans for me.
I can deal with lima beans. I grew up on lima beans.
No.
Peas for me are the work of the devil. But anyway, I started to sort of. I got off on a tangent here.
Yeah.
But
it's easy to do with food.
Oh Lord, yes, yeah. Food and I, we go way back. So we're going to call it quits in a minute. Okay. Thank you so much for coming up. I always love it when you come up on my panel.
I try to, Sometimes time doesn't allow it, but we try our best.
And thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you to the people who watch this later, if you make it this long through the whole thing. And of course, subscribe, like, do all that YouTube crap that we all ask everybody to do.
Yeah.
And I will wish you all a pleasant evening.
All right. Well, have a good night, and we'll see you around.
Good night, my love. Bye-bye.
Night. See ya.